Alright, welcome guys, good day. Alright, today we'll be looking at creating fillable forms in Microsoft Word. So we're looking at creating a fillable form in Microsoft Word. So let us open Microsoft Word and discuss what is a fillable form. A fillable form is very useful for gathering data in soft copy. So if you want to gather data in soft copy, you can create a fillable form. It can be completed online or emailed, so it is not limited to that feature. It can be used for online registration and online quizzes and many more job applications out there. So it's a good feature. It can also be completed on a computer or mobile devices. So let us start creating our fillable form. So we're going to create a registration form. So we have our title here, and we're going to add some field names here that we're going to work with for our document. So insert some names that we're going to work with. First name, last name, gender, just a few. You can design your fillable form, but we're using these terms here to illustrate the key components in creating a fillable form. So to create a fillable form, we need a developer tab section here. So notice here we don't have a developer tab section. If you have one already set up, then we can go ahead. So let us first set up our developer tab. So let us go to File, Options. So we go to File, Options. Now we select Options here. And then we go to Customize Ribbon, because this is our ribbon here. So we're going to Customize Ribbon. So we click on Customize Ribbon. And then we go over to the section which says Developer. And we're going to select Developer here. So we tick the box and we tick Developer there. After you tick Developer, you click on OK at the bottom, and we have our Developer tab section now. So we can go ahead and click on Developer tab to see the controls. So here we will be focusing mostly on the controls section here. We should be using a few to illustrate a simple fillable form here. So let us add a section. Say for instance you are creating a form and you want the person to insert his or her picture. So let us have a section here for the person to enter his picture. So it says this icon here is a picture content control icon, which allows you to insert a picture. So we can click on this icon here, and it comes with a box for you to insert your picture. And we can type the name. Person could click on this section and it would allow the person to go for a picture and insert a picture in this section here. The person needs to fill out his or her first name. So we're going to insert a tab section for the person to insert his or her name here. So we have two options for text. We have the rich text here, content control. So the rich text content control allows the person to insert text with more formatting style or formatting features, while the plain text allows for just simple text there. So let us look at the plain text. It says click here to enter text. So the person would see this to say click here to enter text. We could modify the writing here for them to get a more simpler instruction where it says click here to enter your first name. So to modify the text here, we would have to click on design mode here. So we click on design mode to design it. So we could enter click here to enter first name. And we can click back on design mode. So it would come up to say first name. Click here to enter your first name, and your first name would be entered within this section here. We could also add another one here, have another one here, where we go now and look at the rich text section, and we could go back to design mode and we modify. So if the person wanted to insert, click here to enter first name. We're going to look at last name here. We could go to fonts. We could select different colors if we wanted here. And we could get a different color here. So when the person enter the text here, it would come with a color of blue. And click back on design mode here. Gender. So we want the gender to be in the form male and female. So to enter that section, we want the person to have the option to click whether he or she is male or female. So we're going to go to a section which is known as legacy tools. So we're coming from here which says legacy tools. We click the drop down box and we're going to select the push the option button that is here. So we want the option button for them to select to insert the option button. So we click on that. So the section comes here which says option button 1. For us to change the writing here to illustrate male, we would then have to click on the option which says properties here. So we'd click on properties, go to the section which speaks about caption. So we have a caption option here, and in the caption option line it says option button 1. So we click here in the caption line, we highlight this section, and we're going to type the word male. That set here, so for the person to enter or select the option male. We want to enter another one for the female, so we can go back again to legacy tool, click on the option button, and we get another one which comes up which says option button 2. So we didn't have to change from properties. The properties are still open over here. So we'll go and highlight the same caption here which says option button 2. We change option button 2 to female. And that's it. And we can come out, close out the properties section here. We click at the top, we select the X, and we close out. And that's it. So we select back. So if the person wants to tick like that to say I am a male, or the person wants to tick that I am a female, the option will be there for them to select which one they are. So we could continue at the bottom here. We are going to look at options for country, right? Or let us look at a few. Then let me just change this to parish, so we can relate to our parish. Alright, so we want to use a drop down option, so the person would select from a drop down list. So above legacy tool, we would see a section which says drop down list content control here. So we could select drop down list content control, and it says choose an item here. for us to add the different options here, we have to go to properties. So we click properties, and the title is for the parishes, so we write parish there. We go to the section here, so which says display name and value. So we are going to add the parishes that we're going to use, and we're just going to use a few of them just to see the option. So we click add. So I'm going to start with my first parish. I'm going to type St. James, and then I click OK, and St. James is added here. I add another one and I write St. Anne. I'm going to add one more, and I click add, and I write Hanover. And I click add. I can remove my option by clicking, so it says add. I click on this and I go to the section to say remove, or I can modify, or I can add another one. I don't want this to come up in here which says choose an item, so I just click on this and say remove. So I have my 3 display options here. So if I wanted to add another one, I can click add, or if I wanted to delete back one of them, I just click on it and say remove. Whether it's for spelling reason, or if I wanted to change it, I could go and modify and change the name. So we have all of those options here. Once you have inserted all your options, you can click OK, and that's it. So it comes and it says parish, choose an option. Once you click here, you get the drop down options here, and the person can select which parish they are from, right? So you can modify this as you go along to get the drop down option. So that is a few. So the design or style of your form, you can design that, and then you can use most of the options from here. So the legacy tool, you have also here checkbox. You could use a checkbox style if you wanted. Same thing where we use the images here. We have another one over here. You could use the same checkbox content. Even another style over here which says combo checkbox content is similar to your drop down list. We also have a section here for date picker. So if the person wanted to select a date, change back this here to normal. Say the person wants to select a date, you could allow them to pick a date when the person would have registered or complete the form. So we could go back to developer and insert a section which speaks about date picker content control. So the person would select the date. So if they want to set the format of the date, we'd go to properties, and we pick from the properties here how we would want the date to be displayed. So we could select a style. I want to say Friday the 23rd of October, or you want it to say the 23rd of the 10th 2020. You can decide on the style, or you want to say the 23rd of the 10th 2020. Pick a style and then you click OK. So the person will come here, and the box will come up for he or she to select which date they would be completing the form, or if you want a date on the form, right? So you have to come with a style of how you want to create your registration form. So the first step is to first insert the names, the field names that you are using on your form, and then you go to developer, you go to controls, and you select which style you want to use, or which one of these content controls options you want to use, and you can get that going. Once the form has been finished and you want to use it over the internet, and you want to restrict it from editing, you can set the option here which says restrict editing, and you can apply that to your document if you want, right? So Remember, simple steps, so you'd have to practice. Start with a simple one and insert, and then you will get things going here. So that's it for creating simple documents using the developer tab here option in Fillable form. Alright, have a good day.